Hey everyone, this is Tony Reeves. I want to talk to you a little bit about social distancing. Social distancing is the increasing of the physical space between people to avoid spreading of illnesses. Now, I need you to listen to me carefully when I break this thing down, because you're going to hear a lot of people talking about it. Social distancing is not designed to eliminate the illness. It's not what it's intended. What it's designed to do is to reduce the spread of the illness. You're probably saying to yourself, I don't understand, why would that doesn't make any sense? Okay, let's kind of back this up and think about it like this logically. One, we know the coronavirus is here. It's in the United States. We already know the coronavirus is here. We already know this because we've already had confirmed cases, and a large number of states have had confirmed cases. So what you ultimately want to do is you want to reduce the number of cases. The reality is that while we're going through the period of ramping up getting the number of tests we need, once we get those tests out there, you're going to probably hear about a greater increase in the number of cases. That doesn't mean we're going rampant. It just means that we're able to now identify more cases as opposed to not having tests and being in this situation where you don't know who has what. So as we are finding out the number of tests, we want to do, and what I mean by we as a society want to take whatever precautions necessary to lower the number of them spreading out. What do you do? How do you do that? Well, we do something that's called social distancing. Well, first of all, let's be clear. You do a variety of different things. One, you want to make sure you test. That's coming up. Two, if you have symptoms, you want to make sure you get the treatment that you need, as well as remove yourself from others. And then the biggest one is of course, just normal hygiene practices, whether it be putting your arm over your mouth or putting paper over your mouth when you're coughing or you're sneezing, and washing your hands for at least 20 seconds or more in warm water. But then social distancing is a big one. So what you want to do is you want to increase the space, because what that does is that recognizes that we know that the illness is here, but we want to reduce the number of people who get it by spreading the physical space apart from it. So when you're hearing people talking about closing restaurants and large events and so forth, it's because when you have a lot of people and you're not completely aware of what their health background is, you want to reduce the possibility of those people that you haven't identified as having the problem from potentially transmitting it to someone who doesn't have it. Since you can't clearly identify them right now, so what you do is you just space out the number of people. And you also want to reduce the number of people who are in a particular space. So this way, it reduces the likelihood that somebody who might have it may pass it to somebody who might not have it. That makes sense? So keep that in the back of your mind. Also, I want you to be aware of this. We work in a society like this where we're dealing with this all the time. And if you think about it, you do this naturally. How many times have you had people that you're in your office and you hear somebody sneezing or coughing? The first thing you do is you're looking for them like, why are you not out of here? Or more importantly, you hear them and you stay away from them. You automatically social distance and you didn't even realize it. Keep in mind, you automatically social distance when you know someone is sick, or if you know someone who might be sick. What social distancing is now in this context is that we're telling you, since we don't know who's sick, we want to use this as an opportunity to reduce and lower that number down. People, I know this is really frightening right now, but I want you to understand. Educate yourself with as much information as possible from medical providers and the CDC and your local government officials. As you use the information from your local officials, from the CDC, and as well as your doctors, you will better arm yourself to protect yourself and your loved ones from spreading this disease so that we can get it under control and we can eradicate it.